the
What
floor.
are
What is it?
you nerding out about now?
Uh-huh. I don't know why you're kissing his butt. He actually showed up tonight. Uh, and he
What are
froze.
you
He didn't froze. He looked away. He looked
You
away.
froze. What are you nerding out about?
I didn't freeze.
Your face.
Yep.
Your face. Look.
Did it again.
Look. I'm checking my video now. Nope. It's 7:20. I didn't freeze. You froze. All right. We're working on it, though. Honestly, truthfully, to everybody watching live, I got to plan a place. I'm working it out. It's going to get better. Anyway, what am I nerding out about? Two things tonight, but I'm going to start with the Oblivion, not the remastered Oblivion 4 like many might think, but Oblivion, the cigar called White Noise. And it is perfect for me. It's spot on. It doesn't leave a major aftertaste, which some cigars do for me. The White Noise is a Connecticut wrapper. It's a lighter tobacco. Affordable company. It's just a smooth taste, smooth draw. I love it. And yeah, I thought tonight was appropriate to bring up Oblivion White Noise since everybody's going nuts over all the Oblivion announcements.
Yep. Yeah, I can't believe you said Oblivion and not referred to the game as much.
I've never really played the game.
That's you don't have to. You didn't have to. It got remastered.
The house ghost just attacked Kurt there.
Yep.
We're just 3 MCs. We're on the go. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego.
Yeah.
I remember that. The other thing I'm learning is something that doesn't exist yet. So, as Joe knows, because I text him consistently when I'm catching up on solo leveling because it's so good. Let me just tell you, I watched the last 3 episodes, binge watched while I was playing Diablo 4, and let me just say, as Jin's son is getting more powerful, and our Jin Woo is getting more powerful, and shut up, Joe. You've been with me almost 10 years. You know.
Run away, Kelsey. You haven't finished season 2 yet.
I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to ruin it. Although, come on, Kelsey. If
Well, so in her defense, she just barely started.
I'm sorry.
Well,
you didn't have 2 days to go through 2 seasons? So shush.
Well, and since we're referring to Kelsey, she did make it clear that she is not pregnant.
It's.
I don't even know why she brought it up, but that's okay. But
we're talking naming rights.
That's business. That's just business. So look, so you're watching these things just get. And of course, in this particular anime, it starts building from the first episode of the season, and it never stops. There's very little lull, and it just when you go, man, what can they do next? They do something next, and they do something next, and it's I love it so much. And so I'm at the point I've played Diablo 4 for a while now, so I've already beaten the game. So every season I just get to start a character a few like 20 levels in, and then quickly power level them up to play whatever the new story part is that they dropped in. And so I was doing that. So I'm a force of my own in this game, just walking in, obliterating dungeons and those kind of things. That's the game I need. I need Blizzard to do a solo leveling game, or somebody who would do it just as well, that just has that magic replayability of you don't just play it and max out and you're done. You build your character up, and you could have a game where you're him, and then you can have a game where you're definitely somebody else reawakened or whatever. But I need that game to where I could just keep power leveling like he does and play. Imagine playing through the different dungeons, the 100 level has-been hotel, whatever that he went through. Yeah, I want to be addicted to another Forever game, Random Kids. I mean, but it is that it just synced up so well with how he was playing in the Force and the stuff he was doing in the show and what I was doing in the game as far as power levels. I just kind of felt connected to him. So I need that game. I need that game.
Did you not play Rogue Legacy?
I've never heard of Rogue Legacy.
Rogue Legacy is a roguelike where you go in and you power up, power up in dungeons and whatnot. The only difference is if you die, that character's dead. However,
no, you told me about it. You're right. No, I didn't.
However, you come back as another character that may have different attributes. but it's the same dungeon, same everything. It's just so the legacy part is you can go collect your stuff, but now you're a different version of that character.
Not quite what I'm looking for, but also yes, because I do remember a while back you did mention that. I need to look it up.
Yeah. Solo leveling is very, very good.
It's the best. Oh my god, the last freaking 3 minutes.
You
dude.
finished it then, I assume.
Oh,
yes?
yeah. Come on, Kelsey. Come on.
You had full Donald Duck. You loved it so much.
The last 3 freaking minutes changes everything.
Yeah. So I've watched the first season 4 times, and I'm on my 3rd watch through of the 2nd season. And well, the 2nd season just wrapped up a few weeks ago. So the fact that I'm on my 3rd watch through with Kelsey, it says something. Plus, I've read the source
it says
material.
you're bored. No, I mean time.
What? So it is fantastic. It is not for people who don't like gratuitous violence.
Oh yeah,
there are copious amounts of violence, and I told my wife if she can handle the first 2 episodes, she's good with the amount of violence.
True. That's one thing that really does set it apart for me, and I loved it, was that from the get-go what you're getting into. They do not pull any punches in those first 2 episodes at all.
Yeah. She had a face the first couple of episodes, especially towards the end of the 2nd episode, and she was just like, but she's really liking it. So
good. We'll throw out one more little quick nerd announcement. You mentioned that. You know how I love TikTok clout. I never really have much of a trend I can jump on because I'm not that kind of guy. I did have a little fun with solo leveling. There's a trend that returned with I can't remember the pop punk song, but I think it's Hey Mary or something like that. But it fits with every anime, and I saw somebody do it on another one, so I went and recorded the intro to season 2 of solo leveling. It fits perfectly. So I got to get on that trend. But then I shared it with Oakland, and he loved it. Then Oakland came to me, and he wants to do a video series. That apparently there's a trend in his age group of watching Attack on Titan with your parents and having them react to it. And I've already said multiple times, I do not want to watch Attack on Titan because it looks gross as everything. It looks horribly gross. And so I've agreed to help him get some TikTok clout, and I'll do that with him.
Yeah.
I've heard really good things, but I haven't watched it.
It did not end so how I anticipated it would end. I'll just leave it at that.
All right.
Yeah.
So Joe, what's Teogonia? Is that another anime?
It is an anime. Would you guys like to guess what it's about?
I will. This is gonna be a weird one though. Charles, do you want to go first, or do you know?
After you, sir.
All right, cool.
I don't know, but after you.
So this is a weird one because the name is odd, so I got to break the name down. So Teogonia makes me think that it is an anime that takes place in Mexico with a young boy named Mateo, but people call him Teo, and he is obsessed with growing begonias. However, what he found was he found a specific strain of begonia that when you sniff it, it transports you into a virtual world where plants have personalities and feelings and are actively fighting against the humans that pick them.
Plants versus humans?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yes. By the way, it's Dear Maria is the song. Yes, thank you. I think. No, Kurt, you're way off. I've been learning some Japanese, so I think I can figure this one out a little bit. Teogonia is actually Japanese or translates rather into, I'm an old white person trapped in a young man's body doing a podcast to the aliens in another dimension that play golf.
That tracks.
Yeah. I mean,
Oh.
Japanese is very much about one word does a whole lot. Trust me. Trust me.
Okay, so Teogonia is about a kid named Kai.
That's what I said.
Yeah. he lives in a world where everything is determined by power. Okay.
Yep.
And
So a real world.
if you are blessed by the gods, you are able to use this power where these tattoo-like things appear on your face when you're using their power, and it boosts you physically and everything. And
I think that's exactly what I said.
I mean verbatim.
Where's the podcast playing? I'm confused.
And he has snippets of memory from living on Earth, but he doesn't have full access to it. Like, he just gets these images or words and stuff.
There's the podcast. Got it.
and when they defeat other people, like they're fighting at the beginning, they're fighting these like orcs. And when they defeat them, they cut them open, and instead of a heart, they have like these god seeds inside of them, and they crack them open and they drink it, and it restores their spiritual energy. But the common people only get a little dabble of it, whereas the higher up people who are blessed by the gods get to eat a bunch of it to restore a bunch of their power. And it's only a few episodes in so far. Because of some of his memories, he's like, man, I wish I had magic. And then he's like, wait, what's magic? Because the concept came to him and the word, but this world doesn't have a general understanding of magic per se. But then he hears talk about how there's these people that can summon fire from their fingertips. And so he ends up figuring out, oh, okay, well, maybe I can figure out how to do that. And he makes a tiny little flame, and he's like, oh, awesome. And yeah, so it's got a lot of potential. It's only 3 episodes in so far, and I'm liking it quite a bit.
So you're saying that they get powers from god seeds, which is the same thing as plants, essentially. So I win.
Yeah, so you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Do the seeds grow begonias? Is what was there. I went to our good friend ChatGPT. It said, "What is the anime Teogonia?" Wrong answers only. It says it's a cooking show about magical raccoons who run a Michelin star taco truck in a post-apocalyptic Paris.
So
I love that.
A season or 2 back, there was a cooking show where cats ran a ramen shop. I didn't watch that one, but it's pretty close. It's pretty close.
That's funny. All right. All right. Kurt, it seems like you are going back to talking about your grandkids again, because you're obviously well over 75, but you're talking about 75 hard. So are you having to raise your grandkids? Is that what's happening here?
And that's why life is so hard at 75?
Yeah. Unfortunately, my life is not an anime, because that would make perfect sense otherwise. But no, 75 Hard is a program that I did probably 2 years ago at this point. And it really is just, as some people may know, I've lost a significant amount of weight, and this is just kind of a way to kind of refocus and not really remotivate, but just get my head straight in terms of getting back on track. It runs 75 days long, and the rules are you have to take a progress photo every day. You have to read 10 pages from a nonfiction self-help book. You need to work out twice a day. One of those workouts needs to be outside, and each of them need to run at least 45 minutes long. And did I say drink a gallon of water? That's part of it as well. and stay no alcohol or drugs, and stay on a diet for the entire 75 days.
You had me until the alcohol and drugs.
No, I know. That's what usually makes people
Look,
go.
you filthy French raccoon. I don't want to hear it from you.
So, yeah. So I'm wrapping up day 4. In fact, after this, I'm going to the gym to do my second and final workout. Yeah, it's good. It really is more of a mental exercise than it is a weight loss thing at all, really. So,
if you really want to make it 75 extra hard, you make a run for the border, because right now bean burritos are at Taco Bell for only $2.49. And look, this is not a paid sponsor yet, but it's getting there. And you can also treat yourself to a Baja Blast while you're there, Kurt, and make it 75 extra hard.
Back in my day, those bean burritos were $1.
Yeah, $1 menu.
89-cent burrito, 69-cent taco. Come on, man.
Oh man,
Those were the days.